football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Illinois' offense takes the field. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right out. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of him. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force him into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this team.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So NC State's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. NC State looking to convert the 4th down here. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you see that.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, NC State!
quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this
Breaks into the open.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 30. The option look. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the ground with the back. Still running at the 40. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. This one's complete.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Wants to throw. It's Wilcox. Working that wide receiver screen. There he goes. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense headed to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Gonna look downfield again. He's cutting down the middle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's first and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown line. The defense putting points on the board. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Let's send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Wilcox. Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. using the quick game. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. Power football with the run. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it. play.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, move
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now the toss. Open space at the 25. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Wilcox. He rifles one deep down. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Now on the option. Now the toss. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red.
Looking for the end zone, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Hawkins. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That's caught. It's Booker. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some match.
He's got it on the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be
turning it on. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. The play-action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback, he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. To the air, it's Wilcox. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back got the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
He's got it, first down and more. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Illinois right back to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
They'll run the option. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To the air, it's Wilcox. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Illinois! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50, the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He would not be denied.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They go to the ground, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Wilcox. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. On the option. He'll pitch it. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
Man, really good decision-making by this offense on third down. Understanding, running the option to perfection, getting it to the pitch man, and he gets the first down and some extra yards.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They go to the wide receiver screen. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Wilcox. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They'll try the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. They're working that left side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Illinois.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. We'll get it started here in overtime. Leaves it with the running back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that run, good coverage.
3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position position for a field goal try. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged out of the air. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Illinois lining up quickly. He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown Illini! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. NC State now operating from the red zone.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer.
Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.